Liverpool is just around the corner as the Premier League returns this weekend. Has Rúben Amorim, or Manchester United indeed, given away part of the starting lineup? Are we about to see Manuel Ugarte be given another chance in a massive game for Manchester United? We all know how it went down last time. This time, last month, when United returned against Man City after that international break. Yes, are we about to see another mistake? People will be waiting. We're going to talk about all of the extra time off for them players coming back from international duty and where we stand right now, what the training schedule is, bringing you completely up to date with that. And please do get into the comment section and let me know about Manuel Ugarte or Casemiro. Which way would you go? Get in there now on that one. All of the other news around Manchester United, including all of the academy players that are in first team training right now. We did speak about a few of these players before, and they're in training now. Big update on Shea Lacey also today and what's happening with him, and a predicted starting position for him in the Premier League actually in now. Also, Eric Cantona, ambassador for Manchester United under a UAE consortium of buying out the football club. How crazy does that headline sound? It's madness, isn't it? It is. We'll talk about that as well and everything else going around, along with all of your live comments, everybody. Get into the live chat. Give me your thoughts. Good evening, everybody. It is here. Obviously, if everyone, well, anyone who's been watching the live shows before will know the weekend starts on a Friday here on Forever United TV. The weekend is here. It is Thursday night. It's time to start looking ahead to what is coming. And obviously, the game against Liverpool is going to take priority over everything else now this weekend. You can forget about the takeover talk. That can be put on the shelf for a bit until we get Liverpool out of the way on Sunday. So, what is happening? What are the reports? Everyone came back from international duty. Lisandro Martinez is back training. So too is Nus Mazraoui. Whether they will feature or not Lisandro just yet. He is just on grass at the moment. Nus Mazraoui is back. A few players were given extra time off because of international duties. Ahmad, Bruno, Casemiro, all given extra time by Manchester United to recover, but all expected to be back in for training in the next two sessions tomorrow, which is Friday, and Saturday as well, before they travel to Liverpool on the Sunday afternoon. One of them players that has definitely trained today, in fact, is Manuel Ugarte, and he is the talk of the town again. Many people saying that Manuel Ugarte within the media is really liked by Rúben Amorim. He just needs to fine-tune his game. He needs to find that a little bit extra and add a little bit more to his game to be the perfect midfielder to fit Rúben Amorim's system. Well, I'm sorry, I don't agree in that, and I've not seen enough with Manuel Ugarte. Completely happy to be proven wrong, as always. I just fear. I know what happened last time with Manchester City's midfield when Ugarte got given a start in the Premier League in a big game. And I think Liverpool's midfield is better than Manchester City's. And he got overrun in that game. I'm hoping that he does actually prove me wrong and prove Rúben Amorim right, because I want it to work for Rúben. And if he is going to trust in Manuel Ugarte, then this is the type of game you would really say that's a lot of trust, and he really is putting everything behind him, because Casemiro is there. I mean, Casemiro, when you look at this, you have to say, honestly, right now, he might be... sorry, someone just started to call me then. It's just come up on the screen. Sorry, everyone. Casemiro might be a day behind Ugarte. Obviously, the excuse for Casemiro to actually not be in the squad right now was Japan and travelling around. It is a case of, when you look at it, I think Casemiro precautionary, taking him away from the Manchester United training today, just to gauge where he's at, to give him that extra bit of time. This is the problem that I've had with the midfield for Manchester United. If you're having to take players out just because of their age and where they're at, you should have been prepared for this. This is Liverpool. You've seen the fixtures. You've seen when Liverpool was coming up on the calendar. And again, I think this is fully why Manchester United have integrated the academy players into the first team training, because they need to be prepared in case Casemiro isn't ready to go. But again, United knew this. United knew that we had an aging midfielder in there that was back in the international fold with Ancelotti. And again, you could bring up the preparation side of things on it. But look, he's put in full trust in with Manuel Ugarte at the moment. And what we're looking at here is, I feel, the biggest test of all for Manuel Ugarte and for Rúben. I think this is probably more important for Rúben Amorim than it is for Manuel Ugarte. Because for him to trust in him and put him in, that's a lot. Especially considering he hasn't started in much this season. But to start him away to City, to start him away to Liverpool off the back of international breaks, considering the South American players travel further and don't get back, it kind of says a lot. And again, it will just push the issue. And this is why it's big for Rúben. And I'll explain what I mean now. It's massive for Rúben Amorim because he needs to get some form of positive result here. And you know what? Even a positive result might be let's just say, for instance, a loss, but United put up a great fight. Look, I'm clutching at straws a little bit there, I know. But you know what I mean. I don't think anybody's expecting Man United to bowl Liverpool over. It's one of them games that even Ferguson did really, well, not consistently well in. So I think a good performance is key for this, because if they don't, and Manuel Ugarte has another stinker, you know what's coming. Kobbie Mainoo, 2 weeks out, not even played a game, fresh, ready to go, and it's 8 games in a row where Kobbie Mainoo doesn't start in the Premier League for Manchester United. And that's 4 of last season's top 4 that he's been sat on the bench behind either Casemiro or Manuel Ugarte, or you could say Bruno Fernandes, if you're going off what Rúben has said, and Mainoo is behind Bruno. That's what's coming. This is how the conversation is going to go. So Rúben needs a performance from Manuel Ugarte. He needs to be winning games. Like we said, when United win games, Mainoo and his representatives, whoever is out and sat out on the bench, cannot complain because it's working and they're winning football matches, and that's all that matters. So everybody gets in line. But when you're losing and you're inconsistent, then there's always an argument for the player that's not playing and the people that represent him. And that's what will happen if United get, let's just say, battered against Liverpool this weekend. I don't think we will. I think United will put up a good fight against Liverpool. Do I feel confident in the win? No, I never do at Anfield. That's just the way it is. But I think we'll definitely give Liverpool a scare. And I think there is a game plan. And if that game plan is going more direct, then I could probably say, okay, you're not trying to play through the midfield. You're trying to go over the top of it. The Manuel Ugarte isn't as dangerous a pick for Rúben Amorim. It all depends on how he wants to operate and what he wants to do on the pitch, Rúben, and how he wants this game to go when we're in possession. If you're trying to play out from the back with Manuel Ugarte as your holding midfielder and the closest player to them defenders, the 3 centre-backs, and then it's going to go wrong. Liverpool will press us, Liverpool will win the ball, and Liverpool will beat us handsomely if we try to play through Manuel Ugarte. He just isn't that good when trying to pass out from the back. I think everybody can see that. Casemiro isn't far behind him, to be honest. Like, Casemiro is still a little bit off it, let's be honest. And yeah, here we go. This is it. This is the big moment. And there is no bigger test than a midfield like Liverpool's at Anfield off the back of 3 defeats when that crowd is absolutely baying for blood up against Manchester United and need to react to a really bad run of games for Liverpool standards under Slot. Anyway, it doesn't get harder than this. And if Manuel Ugarte doesn't take this opportunity, then I think that's it. I don't think we're going to confidently see, or I don't think we're going to see Rúben, confidently picking Manuel Ugarte for any other big games. So again, it's not anything against Manuel Ugarte personally. I've seen what I've seen this season, and I'm concerned if he thinks he is going through. But that was a story that was put out there. Manuel Ugarte is ahead of Casemiro for the game against Liverpool. So let's see if he does go down that road, and let's see if he does pick him. And then we'll discuss it probably on Sunday. But yeah, we're having the whole look ahead to the games. Obviously, Friday's content, press conference tomorrow. Maybe Rúben will give us an idea of what's going on in that press conference tomorrow. Maybe he'll hint at some players coming in. I think when everything is looking good for Manchester United, you'll usually get more questions aimed at Rúben Amorim in terms of the squad and what's actually happening. When we're bad, it's all about his record. It's all about what might happen if it doesn't work out. Are you worried for your job, per se? That sort of questioning. But guarantee you tomorrow, because we're off the back of a win, and we're going into the Liverpool game, probably the team in a little bit of better shape because Liverpool are all over the place. I think the questions will be aimed at how he's going to get the win against Liverpool, how he's going to plan his attack around Slot's side. And I think that's the line of questions that you would normally expect to see in a press conference. But with United, it's all about the bigger story and trying to trick Rúben Amorim into answering a really awkward question. So, yeah, that is where we're at with this one, I feel. And tomorrow's press conference, I expect it to be a bit upbeat. And we'll have it covered here on Forever United TV as always. Around about 1:15, we will be live covering the press conference and all of Rúben's comments from it. Thank God again, football is back. God, it's so painful. I'm so excited that we've got football back again. We talked about the fixtures that were released last night with Manchester United being absolutely shafted yet again by the Premier League. Thursday and Monday nights, my God, we're all over the place. Anyway, when it comes, I think we'll all be happy that we've actually got a few games in the space of a week, actually. It gives us a lot more to talk about anyway, doesn't it? Rather than the doom and gloom around United. Doom and gloom around Manchester United is, of course, obviously off the pitch mainly. With the ownership. Could the ownership be changing? Well, we've been covering it all week. There is another instalment today. Lots of talks about Eric Cantona contacting a UAE consortium directly to be an ambassador for the football club behind a Middle Eastern consortium ownership. Now, this has sparked more interest in Manchester United to a point when we're now seeing people like, and I don't know enough about these guys, I don't know who it is or what the business is, but all I'm seeing is the experts talking about what's going on the stock market, and Leon Cooperman has increased his investment in Manchester United to over 5%, triggering an SEC filing. There'll be financial people in the chat that probably know more about that. But you're seeing that, and like we said this morning, Kieran Maguire and the influx of people buying into Manchester United, it's high as it's ever been at the moment in terms of stock share and pricing. It's all triggering a lot. And everyone who's talking about it is saying the same things we did this morning, that there's no smoke without fire, and there is something going on behind the scenes. Whether or not this is just a ploy to bump up the prices, I don't know why. Or why would they want to be doing this right now? Why would they deliberately bump the prices up? Because it all adds value to Manchester United overall, and if they're not selling, then it's worthless. So you would tend to think that the talk of the town is that there is a genuine UAE consortium interest. I don't care about any Manchester United legend. I really don't care. I love Eric. I would rather him just be a fan. I don't want him involved. I just want to love Cantona for what he was, a legend on the pitch. We just need capable, competent people running this football club with the investment going in the right areas. I don't care for anything else. I really don't. I just want the right people running the club who know how to operate in a football finance world and everything that comes with being a Manchester United owner or representing Manchester United, because it's massive. And again, the investment needs to go into the team to make sure that Manchester United are back up there competing at the highest level again. So, looking at it as it is now, I feel Cantona being involved, the rumours of the UAE consortium, again, still being there, probably still in its early stages of forming and raising the money to bid for Manchester United. I don't know, I'm guessing. But it just stays there, doesn't it? It stays there and is a conversation, and we can keep on hoping and dreaming that this might actually come through for Manchester United and we do get rid of the Glazers. And that's all we've really got to go off. Investment is high and people are buying into Manchester United right now. Talk of a consortium coming in has really sparked things into life on the stock market. And Cantona on top of that, again, I did say I would keep you completely up to date with everything that was going on with the takeover. That's the latest. Still nothing really concrete. There's no offers on the table or anything like that. And we don't expect them to be. We don't expect there to be one. Not in the foreseeable anyway. But there are rumours, there are people circulating that we know are genuine this time. there is always going to be that talk, and we will keep bringing you everything that comes as and when it hits the headlines and the news columns as well. But let's get into the comment section on them couple of topics. Give me your thoughts on Casemiro Ugarte. Are you trusting in Rúben to play Ugarte? Well, it's not so much trusting in Rúben to play Ugarte. That he's probably going to do it, but do you think Ugarte against Liverpool is the right call? How would you play it? Well, obviously, excuse me, use the 3-4-3. Be realistic. Is Ugarte the right man in that 3-4-3? Because Rúben's not going to change it. So we can all come up with our own formations and give our own thoughts as to what the best system is. But ultimately, we know Rúben's going to play the 3-4-3. So is Ugarte good for that? Get into that and talk to me. Cantona, the king is back. Maybe. We will see, won't we, on that one? Let's get some thoughts in on the chat. Jack, who has just renewed his membership. Sesko goal on Sunday. United win 1-0. Honestly, I'll take any positive result against Liverpool. A draw will do me no problem at all. I'm not greedy. I know exactly what Manchester United need right now. And that is just not a bad defeat again. If we can come out of Anfield with a draw, a point, I don't think there's any Man United fan that thinks that that's a bad result. Not a one. I would challenge any Manchester United fan to think that that is a bad result. I really would. Apparently they are worth 200 billion plus, says Dad Sweets. That must be on the UAE consortium. I'll take that. That's enough money for me. Gary says, half-time report from inside the Atletico Madrid Stadium. United 1-0 up, but unfortunately they are down to 10 ladies. Jensen sent off due to a ridiculous VAR decision. That's crazy. I know, but Manchester United's women at the moment are absolutely flying. Amorim plan versus Liverpool will be sit 7 at the back and get Bruno to hoof it to Sesko. Sounds like Sunday League tactics. If it works, it works, Carl. We just got to get through an Anfield game. That's what it is. Pablo says, stubbornness will finish Amorim. That's 100% certain. Play Ugarte and Casemiro, bench Bruno. He goes missing in the big games anyway. Keep it tight and try and nick the odd goal. Well, I don't know about going missing. He did score that goal from just inside Liverpool's half in that game that we had. Was that last season's game? I think it was last season, wasn't it? I can't even remember now. I think it was, yeah, wasn't it? No, it was the season before. Lost track. Completely lost track. No, because we got battered by Liverpool last season, didn't we? That's right. Slot killed us. But look, enough on Bruno Fernandes. It's about Ugarte. No, actually, no. You can take Bruno out if you want. It's fine. I'm not going to say don't, because that midfield could be anyone right now, and I don't think it's going to work better with any particular person in it. The two-man midfield against Liverpool is a major concern for me. As a United fan, I'm looking at that and going, overrun, power, pace, quality, skill. It's got everything that United's hasn't, and I think there is going to be, in possession, a direct element to our game. Oh, no, have we got Michael Oliver reffing? Great, another Liverpool supporter. We do have Michael Oliver reffing. We touched on this the other day, actually. And we said, Oliver reffing, again, he's just one of them. He is one of them refs that just love the limelight, love to be centre of attention, and he will find a way at some point to make it about him. He always does it, every single time. I pray that he doesn't, but I'm not getting my hopes up with him. I don't like him as a referee. Like I said, I think he thinks a lot of himself, and I know it's a hard job being a ref, and you do have to have the balls to do it, and have thick skin, and credit to them for doing it, but sometimes you just know with that guy, he's just got it in him, hasn't he? Particularly against United. Sesko to silence Anfield, and then agents who voted him at the worst summer signing. Oh no, this is what I mean. If United get the win, and Sesko scores, for instance, that's 3 and 3. 3 in the Premier League. That's better than most, or level with most, of the new striker signings this actual summer. And that I think, is a big statement. It's a back-to-back win for United. It's winning away from home against a team that isn't down to 10 men or newly promoted. I said it this morning. It's every single stat that everyone's compiled against United thrown out the window, and then you've got to find something else to be negative about. It might come against Brighton at home. I don't know. But okay. I'm not wanting to jinx it, but it's all about Ugarte, and that's why I wanted to talk about that today. We could have talked about other things, but I want to try and keep it on the football side of things. And I think I would always play Casemiro over Ugarte. I would. And there is shouts to play Ugarte and Casemiro. There is. Casemiro can ping along diagonal, just like Bruno can. He's good at them. And if you are going to play direct, maybe someone who's a bit stronger and more disciplined in there. Okay, he's going to play Bruno, we know, but I get everyone's thoughts about dropping Bruno to the bench and going a super holding midfield with Ugarte and Casemiro. Look, together they mould into the ultimate holding midfielder. It's a shame we just can't have that ultimate midfielder. And we haven't got that play, so we have to make it up in the aggregate. We have to put two players together to make up that difference. And that would automatically tell you that United need 3 players in midfield because none of them are any good to play in a two-man midfield. So, again, Ugarte, massive concern. Some might just say, though, what else is he going to do? I think he's the fittest, youngest, and I think probably most mobile out of all of our midfielders for playing a holding role anyway, even if I don't think he's good enough at it. Gehan says, Amorim is finished no matter what happens. Bruno has been awful, so no pens for him. 4-1 Liverpool. Sesko to score. Kobe will keep the bench warm. Amorim is hurting us so much. He needs to go. I wonder where the conversation will be. Is it going to be as upbeat as it has been the last couple of weeks? Or are we going straight back to where we was after that Brentford game? Rinse and repeat. Win a game, lose a game. Win a game, lose a game. If he gets any form of positive result against Liverpool, it just takes the edge off the Brighton game because that is just as big. And that is where I think United will be properly judged. Do you know what? If we lose to Liverpool, all right, fair enough. It's if we lose to Brighton, that's where I'm going to start to get really concerned. For Rúben anyway, because that's when, like I've always said, he will start to be judged. The fact that he's winning his home games at the moment is definitely keeping him afloat. Cal says, I play Ugarte and Casemiro is our all-out games, and not just this one. In all of our games he's playing them. We need to stabilise the central midfield in all games, not just in this one. And not stats, I like it, but it's better than just having one central midfielder. I think Cal will then push Bruno back into the number 10. I'm thinking go and compete in the 10s. Nobody gets a penalty at Anfield except Liverpool. I can't remember United having a penalty at Bleeding Anfield. Van Persie. Van Persie got one, didn't he? When United beat them 2-1, I think that was... I'm sure we beat them 2-1 that day. I think Raphael scored as well. Someone will correct me, but yeah, Liverpool went down to 10 men. It was the Gerrard coming on and getting sent off straight away game, I'm sure it was. Someone will tell me in the chat anyway. We can actually... yes, I've just seen Kai 77 there say we can now assume Lamens is going to be in goal. Lamens will be in goal for Manchester United this weekend. Everybody's been talking about it. Moving on to other news as well, and the academy players. Now, I don't know, you're all just going to say here, Adam, you say this about every single academy player. But yes, Devaney is a really good central midfielder. Man United captain as well in the under-18s that I've watched, under-21s, sorry. Very, very good player. Jimmy Thwaites, Devaney, Chido, Obi Martin, Lacey, Fletcher, all in Manchester United first team training on today, yes. This was reported by Nate Salt from the Daily Mail earlier on. Nate Salt, who I've said before, covers Manchester United's academy extensively, so you can take this as not just word, but definite. The fact that we've got, what have we got there? 3 central midfielders, all in Manchester United first team training from the academy. Devaney is built a lot bigger, solid, bit more stockier. I'd say Fletcher was pretty much like his dad's physique in the way that he moves. Fantastic 8/10 type of player. And Jimmy Thwaites is just he's an Iniesta type of player. Just sits in front of the back line, completely dictating play. I don't want to bore everybody again because people, look, I know there's a lot of people that actually like me talking about the academy, and I love talking about them. But yeah, I think Manchester United's future is bright. And I don't want to say too much more, but again, it just shows you, doesn't it? Like we've talked about previously, Manchester United's midfield is lacking numbers and lacking options. No surprise whatsoever that we have got academy players stepping up into Man United's first team at the moment. And 3 of them there in Fletcher, Devaney and Thwaites, who could all feature for Manchester United at some point this season. I don't think we're going to see any of them at weekend, by the way, just so you're clear on that. But still, and it's good to see Chido back in Manchester United first team training as well, because we do need another striker. Ben Jacobs has actually said that Man United are going to go out and buy another goalkeeper this summer as well. So it looks like Bayenday's days are numbered. Is it going to be a number 1? Is it going to be a number 2? And I mean the goalkeeper's on that, actually, not the run to the toilet, by the way. So don't go there, everyone. I know it's weekend, but we're not going there. So yes, when you look at the academy players there is one name that I didn't mention in the midfielders or attackers that stands out above everybody else, and that is, of course, Shea Lacey. There are multiple reports going around about Shea Lacey at the moment, which are all massively positive, to a point where we're actually getting talks now coming out that Shea Lacey is extremely close to featuring. Nate Salt actually reports and says Rúben Amorim and Shea Lacey have plenty of one-to-one conversations around the training ground, and there is said to be an eagerness to put Lacey in a position to succeed in the very near future. Now, is that a position in Man United's first team? I'm looking at the availability and I'm thinking 10s. That's where Shea Lacey would probably feature for Rúben Amorim. I don't see him as a wing-back, definitely not. He's not a striker, he's not a central midfielder. Although he could play, but he's wasted. He's an attacking midfielder. He's a 10 type of player. Out wide, in a conventional winger system, I think if you had Shea Lacey in a 4-3-3, I think he'd be perfect. We don't play that, but there is 3 up top for United. But he's up against Cunha, Mount, Mbeumo, Ahmad, Bruno, Xerxes. Where does Shea Lacey fit in? As much of a quality player that he is, and he is. I've seen Wayne Rooney's quotes on him today. Keep going, lad. You're doing brilliant. He is. And honestly, I've done videos on Shea Lacey on this channel before. And it's only because of his injuries that he's not already knocking on this first team door. He was the star of all of the academy players when we went over to Asia at the end of last season. And he has been talked about an awful lot, to a point where he was going to be going out on loan, and now he might not be. So read into that what you will. Shea Lacey not being sent out on loan could be a big play for Manchester United when it comes to how much game time he's going to get in the future as well. So let's remember that also. Excuse me. But Shea Lacey definitely looking likely to feature in Manchester United's first team very, very soon. And Wayne Rooney's quotes on it are brilliant as well. And I just think that we are now in a position where I think in certain areas of the pitch for Rúben Amorim, it's time. I think that somebody did come through the pack and actually make their mark. It's if we've got the balls to bring him in and play him. I think Shea Lacey is that good and good enough to come into Manchester United's first team. I think that's why the talk about him is so frequent right now. Let's get some more comments on all of this. All of Manchester United's lineup, Shea Lacey, these academy players, are there any that you would bring into the squad, let's just say? Any of them that you would like to see feature for Manchester United? Nate Salt is a very funny guy. I like him, even if he's with the Daily Mail. He is quite funny in the way that he operates. I'll give him that. Bruno, world class in what other than scamming goals and getting 5-yard assists? What is he good at? Just ask any other football club, because they're the ones that are going to be taking him away from us this summer. Dalot hasn't got the brain for wing back. Never mind midfield. Who is putting Dalot in midfield? Who mentioned that, by the way? I've just seen that, and it looks like someone's put a response in the live chat to someone saying that Dalot could play in midfield. I mean, come on. Like, let's not get carried away with ourselves. Dalot cannot play with people behind him and in front of him. He is a fullback that needs the game played in front of him, and that's his limitation. He is no good as a wing-back for me. I don't think he's the right player for Manchester United and Rúben Amorim. And we will, of course, I think, see that again this weekend. I don't want to say that. I'm not. I'm off the negatives. No. Dalot play well. He has played well at Liverpool before. He's also been sent off by Oliver at Liverpool before. Oh, yeah. Oliver's reffing the game this weekend. Let's see what we've got in the chat here. Did you see how the Daily Fail said that travelling players got a day off for Manchester United stars missed training just days before the Premier League showdown against Liverpool at Anfield? Yeah. I made a point on the media actually bigging up stories more to what they are with the Carlos Baleba situation. By the way, Ben Jacobs has said that Manchester United are not going for Baleba, Anderson or Wharton in January. We already knew this. We've covered it in detail. But in terms of the papers making bigger things out of potential stories, that's what happens, again, like when United are doing okay. There's not as much to talk about. There's no gossip. There's no unrest. They thrive off that. And the story about Baleba, actually, and that price tag that put United off, there was never even a price there. And again, you could say Manchester United players missed the game just 4 days before the biggest game of the season. Yeah, Ahmad, because he played late. Casemiro, because he played late. Bruno Fernandes, the same, more time off as well. Anyone who was late on international duty has been given time, but they're all back tomorrow. So, again, yeah, you could say it's just being dramatised yet again. We're used to that now, aren't we, though? We are used to it. Lacey needs to get past Ahmad and Mbumo, but he is very good, says Stefanet. He's excellent. I would love to see him in there. Again, why have we not got someone of Lacey's quality coming through in midfield? In fact, we do. It's Jimmy Thwaites. He is the perfect holding midfielder for Man United right now. But I would like him to come in with a better partner. I wouldn't want to see Jimmy Thwaites in there on his own with a Bruno Ugarte or a Casemiro. No disrespect to them players, but definitely not the future of this football club. And I would love to see him come in and play alongside someone who is more than capable of partnering him in that two-man midfield. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for these academy players to come through. It depends how patient Rúben Amorim is, really. Because he could easily just start bringing them in now because some of these first-team players are just not doing anything. But he has got these first-team players there. And it's always been that big bugbear of mine. These players that we're clinging on to, like the Harry Maguires, potentially trying to keep hold of Casemiro, just getting in the way, move them aside, move forward. And if it is Man United's academy players coming through, and I'm all right with that. We just need to make sure that we do actually have a couple of decent signings in that midfield also. So if you give me two midfielders and then the other one might be one of Man United's academy players, I'm happy with that. But we need three of them. That's this summer's transfer window again. Definitely. Lots of Bruno chat going on in the comment section there as well. Let's see what we've got. Bruno has been bad for 2 seasons. He was the player of the month. That's a joke. Honestly, that the player and the goal of the month for Manchester United for September was a bit of a sham, wasn't it, in terms of what options we had. Because there was no options. Thanks, Adam and Kaz, for all the great shows, as always. And thanks for the family. Hope you have a nice evening. Bye from Dortmund, Germany. Gary, have a great evening, mate. We're not done quite yet here on Forever United TV. Don't worry, everybody. Still got more to get through yet. And again, I want your comments. If you didn't get your chance to have your say this morning on the takeover situation, please do get in there as well. There's lots of people reporting on the stock exchange at the moment and everything that's happening. There are lots of pictures of players arriving back from international duty also as well. We've got the Eric Cantona and the consortium factor creeping in as well now. So yeah, it is going to be very, very interesting when it comes to what happens with that. Also, again, with the press conference tomorrow, is Rúben going to give anything away as to who might be playing or who features? We've already gone through the internationals. Everyone is back. Everyone is fit. And Mazraoui is actually in contention. It is a question for you, actually. I think I said it yesterday as well. Would you play Mazraoui at right wing back? Hello to you as well, Andrew. September is prime example why Bruno isn't good enough. Does F all? He does do a lot. He does do a lot. I mean, seriously, the hate for him is unreal again. I've said this so many times. You must get bored of hating on Bruno Fernandes. Is it his fault? That's the question I would ask you right now. Is it his fault? No is the answer. I'll answer it for you, actually. Bruno does Bruno things because he's allowed to. You need someone who has got the balls to take him out and play him in the right position, give him the rest when necessary, actually read the signs when he needs to be dropped out. Bruno is at no fault at all for me. No fault at all. Rúben Amorim is where I look. It's always from the top. It's the man that selects the players. So, again, like me talking about Ugarte, I don't like him. I would probably liken my Ugarte... my view on Ugarte to what everyone else is in the chat right now is about Bruno Fernandes. It's probably on the same level of nowhere near good enough for Manchester United. But it isn't Ugarte's fault. It's Rúben's fault. He's the one that's in charge. He's the one that's going to select him. And if it goes wrong against Liverpool because that midfield is battered to a pulp, then Rúben's system and Rúben's squad selection and starting lineup selection will be absolutely scrutinised to high hell, and it will be horrible. It will be horrible reading it again. No doubt the Scousers will get a last-minute pen, either Dalot or Casemiro doing the damage. One of the senior squad members then. I don't hate Bruno. It's just that he's not the player. He's not the player he makes himself out to be. This is on Amorim. Look, I don't think Bruno makes himself out to be anything else. I'll always have Bruno's back because I still remember that interview when he first came to United. That everyone loves me now, but will you love me in a few more seasons when I'm still doing the same thing and it's not going as well? Because Bruno will always just play Bruno's game. You've got to put him in the right position to make the most out of him. And that's what the managers are going to have to do. Bruno will not change, will never change. And I don't want him to change. I would like a change at certain times. And I would like to see someone different in. But I can't blame Bruno for that. United Focus says, hi Adam, yes, I would play Mazraoui at right wing back on Sunday. I play Casemiro and Mainu in the middle. Mainu can play there, but Bruno at 10, I'll drop him. Drop Dalot altogether. He is not up to it for me. I just don't think Mazraoui is the answer at right wing back. I'd rather see him in the back three. I just don't think he's got what we need going forward, Mazraoui. I don't. And that's always going to be my opinion of him. But he's a fullback, he's not a wing-back. And he was brought in to play fullback. Too many underperforming players around him. If they all ran about like he might play better, press harder. I mean, look, you can defend Bruno all you want. You can criticise him all you want as well. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. And you know what? When you come to the team selection for the Liverpool game, there's a lot of people that's also said this. They've all said that it doesn't really matter. We just need players that are going to give absolutely everything and we're going to have a fight. We're up for the fight against Liverpool. We just want to see a little bit of get up and at it attitude from this Man United team. And that's, I think, for United, all we can hope for right now. We're still at the early stages of Rúben Amorim. We know that we're nowhere near ready to take on the challenge of the big guns right up there. But in a one-off game, if we're organised enough, it can definitely help get the win and then build some momentum from it. Because a positive result after getting a decent one against Sunderland, against Liverpool this weekend, would be massive for this team. And then if you could just beat Brighton at home, then you're really moving. You're starting to motor. And I think then you're going into Forest and Spurs a lot more confident. So, yeah. I like the fact that we are seeing some people think United can win this weekend. Look, of course we can. Do I think we will? No, I don't. But I'm being realistic. But anything is possible with Liverpool United. I'm just worried. I just think we got Liverpool at the wrong time, and people may think that that's stupid because Liverpool are off the back of 3 defeats. But I think we're going to get the backlash. This is what I'm worried about. That's the biggest concern anyway. Right, don't forget, everybody, this weekend for the Liverpool game, it is our match bingo special. The live link is in the live chat right now. It's also in the description right at the top there as well. Just look under the match bingo link. Download the app from that QR code when it pops up on your screen or through that link that is there on your screens. Then create your account on there. Download your profile, dead easy, it's all free. Then deposit £10 as your deposit into your account to play. If you put in promo code FUTV on that deposit, it will be boosted by 100%. So double your money, everybody. Now it's £2 a game. You can get 5 cards for the price of 4. Play bingo with match events with your mates. Have some fun. You are missing out if you aren't already playing. It is a great laugh, and we are winning big at the moment, and we want to keep winning big. So get your match bingo cards now, everybody. The QR code will be up on your screen in just a few seconds as well. But the link is there in the live chat for all of you people that are live with us now. And you can check that out in the comment section. I will pin it to the top as well at the end of the show if you are catching up later on. Just don't turn up and die like at Manchester City. Andrew says, we are doomed as far as I fear an 8-0 hammering. That's a bit harsh. Jack's a little bit more positive. He's gone with a 1-0 Sesko win for United. So, yeah, I'm not hopeful. I'm hopeful that Manchester United can put on a performance. That's it. That's where we're at. United Focus says, can't see us getting more than 3 to 5 points over the next 5 games, especially if Amorim continues to play this way. The Storm starts Sunday, unfortunately. I don't like the sound of that. I really don't, but I know what you're saying. I know. I'll go 1-1 or us getting beaten 4-0, but either way, a total dross game to watch. Carl is really, really selling it right now. He is. He's definitely not hopeful. Don't forget as well, tomorrow we are probably going to be doing a live call-in look ahead to the actual Liverpool game, so we'll get some more thoughts on that, as well as bringing you all of the news tomorrow, as we always do. There will be a look ahead to the game as well, but don't forget, it's press conference day tomorrow, everybody. So yeah, in fact, we might actually do a call-in on the Saturday night, the night before, and then of course we will do a call-in after the game on Sunday also. So yeah, that is where we're at with everything on this one. Yeah, when we're looking at the Liverpool game, I think it's a complete split with everybody. I don't think everybody's looking at it as the be-all and end-all anymore. I think that feeling has gone with Liverpool now. And again, it's the worry with Ugarte. Look, I don't want to sound too negative about Manuel Ugarte, like I said at the top of the show, but I just fear that it's the City game all over again. And Liverpool have got a better midfield than Man City, and they battered us. United need to be more clinical. I think Carl was the one who said it, actually, in the chat. I think it will be long ball for Man United. I think it'd be very similar to what Jose did when we had Zlatan. We bypassed the Liverpool midfield and the Liverpool press by playing long and picking up the second balls. It is Sunday League style football, but it's still football. And you've got a game plan and it works. Use it. And I think Benjamin Sesko will cause Liverpool problems like he did against Sunderland. Always in the way, never easy to move off the ball because of his size. And I think Mbeumo and Ahmad found space because of it. Mason Mount 100% did. So let's see. I hope Liverpool brings away form to Anfield, but United has the score because it's unlikely we can get a clean sheet. 1 clean sheet all season in 8 games kind of goes along with what Graham said there. I think United probably, if we want to win the game, we need to score 3 goals. A draw, we probably got to get at least 2, like last season. So yeah, that is everything. That is That's how I see it going. I really do. Right. Let me double check everything that's going down. Make sure we've not missed anything off the news. It is finally, like I said, like it just feels like we're back to normal again for the next 4 weeks anyway. Let's have it. Let's go. And here we go. Let's get all excited about Man United versus Liverpool again. That's where I'm at anyway. Just quickly on the transfer front again, before we finish, I did mention that Manchester United were interested in, through Indy Kelly, into Elliot Anderson. And the word from that is, we're not getting him in January, but this is for the summer. Elliot Anderson's head has been turned, apparently. United are looking at Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton. Don't get me wrong, Baleba is still there and is still an option for Manchester United, but honestly, right now, we are in a position where we're not buying anyone in January, I don't think. I think it's going to be loans. So, yeah. Actually, quickly, before we go, just something from Football Insider. Manchester City are expected to learn the verdict of their seismic 115 charges legal case against the Premier League over November's international break. So we've got to wait another 4 weeks to find out what's going on with Manchester City's 115 charges. That will be a fun show to do, won't it? That will be something. Please pop a like on the video, everybody. Make sure, if you haven't already, get your likes in. Make sure you've also hit that subscribe button. Also, more importantly, I'm making words up again. Get your Match Bingo cards now. Don't forget, on the Match Bingo, please gamble away. You have to be 18 and above to play, and a UK resident also. And that is the link in the live chat now, everyone. So get on to that, and that is our show all done tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure that you get your comments in on all of the topics. Can Cantona turn it around at United? You know I'm only messing. Cantona as an ambassador for a UAE consortium to come in and buy Manchester United. Oh lordy, we will see. But from tomorrow forward, it is all about Liverpool. A taster of it tonight. More to come tomorrow. Get your comments in, everybody. Make sure you pop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all 8 o'clock in the morning. Have a great